an ethic of self-giving love above all things. And even before I came to believe and really truly understand Jesus, Jesus's teachings were touching my deepest parts. And I think that is the case for everybody who is willing to pursue what Jesus taught and what he stood for. He is going to touch who you are deep inside, because in fact his image is deep inside you. And if you want to go deeper into Jesus's understanding of the scriptures, I encourage you to look at Matthew chapters 5 through 7 and Jesus's Sermon on the Mount. Verses 23 and 24. Just then there was in their synagogue a man with an unclean spirit, and he cried out, "What have you to do with us, Jesus of Nazareth? Have you come to destroy us? I know who you are, the Holy One of God." So there was an unclean man in the synagogue, and this made me ask the question, do you feel as if there's an unclean spirit, something bigger than just human failures that is alive and invading our sacred halls? A synagogue is a sacred hall. I am one who believes in spiritual powers and principalities, and I believe that an unclean spirit of lies and deceit has entered into our sacred institutions. But guess what? There is a much more powerful presence who is entering into those spaces now in order to drive out those unclean spirits. What do I want to say next? Question 3, when we bear Jesus into the public realm of the church and the public realm of American democracy, how will unclean spirits respond? So the unclean spirit shouted out in the midst of the synagogue, trying to intimidate Jesus and drive him out, but the opposite, in fact, happened. And when we enter into public space, churches, public gatherings of any sort, all of our sacred institutions, with the Spirit of Jesus, and we share the word of Jesus and the Spirit of Jesus, unclean powers and principalities are going to resist fiercely. But we must take courage and not be afraid, remembering that Jesus is with us and is going to help us drive out what is wicked and evil in our sacred institutions. 25 and 26 in Mark chapter 1. But Jesus rebuked the unclean spirit, saying, "Be silent and come out of him." Father, you created this lovely world, and your goodness pervades all of creation. It is the very foundation of everything that is, and nothing, O Lord, can break down your power and your presence guiding this lovely world into the wonders of your kingdom. We pray, Father, for the exorcism of wicked powers and principalities from within us, our homes, our schools, our sacred institutions, Lord. Your truth reigns over all creation, Lord, and we pray that the power of truth would come